doesn't even matter to me where I go. I just feel I need to take a ride. Got my coffee cup to go, and I'm gonna hit the road tonight.
Alright guys, this is the 2021 VNL860 Volvo. I'm not using the external mic, and so you're just going to get raw audio. I know it's kind of sucky, but it is what it is. Alright, so obviously the cab. The seats, I kind of like the seats. What, they're like half cloth and half leather, as you can see, which is kind of nice. And then we got the old gear shifter back, which I don't understand because all the other ones that I have seen have had the buttons on the dash, but for some reason this one has that. So I don't know if that was a cheaper option or if they just went back to that or what they did. So either way, other than that, CB's mounted up here, and I've also seen some Volvos that have it down here, which I'm glad it isn't, because that takes away all that your little storage cup there. So that's kind of nice. The other nice thing on the new ones are they put in a 12 volt and then 2 USB ports here. That's really nice. And then we got this tray down here, which we got 2 12 volt plugs up there for that, which is kind of nice. And we got a nice little tray here. We just stick our keyboard in there. If you don't already know, I'll throw that out too. You can buy one of these wireless keyboards and you can plug it into your Qualcomm. That way you can type on it instead of having to use the stupid on-screen keyboard, because it's a pain in the butt. Alright, and then we got another 12 volt up here. So they got lots of outlets in these trucks. Can you even see it? There you go. Lots of blanks. I don't know what all these are supposed to be. I think this is all optional stuff that you can have added to the truck. We're actually getting unloaded right now at a job site, so I didn't get the wheel turned straight because of the way we're setting. But as you can see, lots of buttons on the steering wheel on the new ones. The old one had what? Just a couple different buttons on it, like an up and a down and a radio button, I think was about it. This one's got our cruise and everything else up on this. Mainly this is just cruise control. This is the headlights, the flashers, the phone buttons. And down here is mainly just radio controls. That's about all that is. This is the new dash. And we got all kinds of readings here on the dash that we can flop through. But the one reading we don't have is a suspension gauge, and we don't know why. So we're trying to get that figured out. This side's pretty basic. It's just our work light and then our pre-trip lights. You hit this button, it flashes your headlights, flashes your tail lights, your blinkers, your brake lights, all that stuff. It's just a self-test. What do we got here? Then we got our diff lock here, traction control here, our suspension dump here, and our fifth wheel lock here. Air conditioning controls are pretty basic for the heat and the cooling. Volvo radio, of course, with XM. Hummer pays for the XM here. And then this little knockout here is actually, I think it's for if you get the touchscreen in the truck. Obviously the company truck ain't gonna pay for that, so we've actually mounted our GPS on here. It works really good. It's a perfect spot. It fit perfect over the hole, so it's a good place for it. And then of course our Qualcomm. All right, in the back there's Donna up on the top bunk hiding. So this is the back. As you can see, so much room between here, so much more room in here. Crazy how much room we got. So we got storage up here, which as you can see we don't have anything in there because we didn't have anything put in there. We got storage above the driver, we got storage up here, we got storage in the center, we got storage over here, another storage tote here, another big one across here above the passenger side. And then of course we got all this storage up here at the top. Yes, we got the sunroof, moonroof, whatever you want to call it. It does have that on it, which is nice. Then we've got more storage up here. Oh, don't let anybody see that. We'll probably get raided. Which all we have up there is like our laundry soap, things like that. That's all we got up in there. Then we got this one here, and of course you guys probably already know, but this is for a TV, which we don't have because, well, we don't use it, so we don't have a TV. So we just got our Hot Logic in there. Store our Hot Logic in there and our bananas and whatnot. And then of course down here you got a closet. Lots of room in the closet. We keep all of our socks, underwear, things like that in a little tote there on the bottom. And then you got more storage down here where we keep all of our cleaning stuff, garbage bags, cleaning, window cleaner, all that stuff. And then on this side, pretty much the same setup. Got all kinds of storage up there. Microwave here. You could put the microwave on either side, I suppose. We had it on this side in the other truck, but on this one we stuck it over here. That way we don't have to deal with this thing being in our way when we open it. So we got our microwave there. Then you got these two pull-out drawers. If I can get these forks in there. Got two pull-out drawers in here for food, or I think in the other truck we used these for clothes. I think we had our clothes in these. Donna had one, I had one. But we got food in these ones. Then, the best part of the whole truck, the refrigerator. Starts here, goes down to there. Now, these have these chains on them, which I've never been a fan of those because it lets the door pop open. So what we do, we got one of these, what do you call these, Donna? These safety things for refrigerators. They go on a home refrigerator so that your kids don't get into it. So we got one of these on there. You just squeeze it, pull it open, and then you got your freezer here, which we don't have anything in the freezer right now, surprisingly, but we don't. And then you got all your storage here, your shelves. You got door storage. And this part is the part I was talking about in the last video. This whole bottom here is normally open, so I cut a piece of plexiglass, and I done this in our old Volvo. Cut a piece of plexiglass, put 2 layers of double stick tape on it, and then kind of bend it a little bit and let it snap into place, and that gives you a ton of storage under here for putting more stuff. So it gives you 3 actual shelves in there instead of just the 2 and then a big open area, because if you put anything down there, every time you open the fridge it falls out. So that gives us lots of room. So we got our sodas and our tea and our V8 juices and our water and all kinds of stuff, all kinds of food in there too. So that's that. And then when we put this on, kind of push in on the door a little bit and just snap it. That keeps the door nice and shut, nice and sealed. And then of course you got the bed, which is amazingly soft and comfortable because we put on a couple things on this bed. We've got our mattress, and then we also put on a 2-inch memory foam, and then we put on one of those those foam egg crates. And yeah, this truck has, this is actually the table, this part right here, that folds up, and then it locks into those 2 locks back there in the back corner. But we don't use it, so we just have a mattress put on it. Otherwise you guys sleep on the cushions when you put it down, and they're very uncomfortable. So yeah, it does have the dinette. No, we don't use it. All right, and then on the side behind the seats here, we have these little storage cubbies, which are nice. We keep all of our circle sheets, and then all of our loads that we do. We keep, what do we keep, Donna? 3 months? What? 3 months worth of loads, I think we keep. Each one's got a month there, so those are nice. Be able to store them right there behind the seat like that. And of course we got our Atlas there, and then our paperwork in here. So it's kind of a nice place to put things, keep them out of the way. This end of the bed, got another storage cubby down there, which we just throw extra stuff. Exercise band, got my belt down there, Donna's weights, extra garbage bags, some Windex, things like that. And we got cup holders down here. I don't know why they got cup holders at this end of the bed. I think it's for if you're setting at the table. Then we got the two big vents here. Lots of lighting. Big LED light there. I think there's a couple other lights up here on the top. You got a little reading light here. Of course, the display for all the controls back here for the air conditioning, the heat, the radio, alarm clock, all that stuff. All those controls are on here. And then down here we've got our inverter. The weird thing about this is the only plug-in we've found so far has been right there under the bunk. So that's kind of weird, especially with the microwave right there. You'd think they'd put one inside there, but they didn't. Then we got more LED lights here. Got another big strip light here. Then we got another one over there. And then we got these side lights that you can have them just white, or they can be blue, light blue. So you got those. And then of course more storage here, here, and there. Lots and lots of storage in this truck. Lots of storage. Yeah. And then the top bunk where Donna's hiding. It's kind of bouncing around because we're getting unloaded. And we got speakers there. Got speakers there, there, and then whoever's in the top bunk, which we just use the top bunk for, what do you want to call it? Kind of storage. We throw our jackets up here, our dirty clothes bag, things like that. But then they got storage across the top for that. And then up on the far side, they got openings there. They got cubbies for you to shove stuff in there. I think there's one on this side too, isn't there?
Yeah. A little one.
Just a small one.
Up here.
Couple LED lights up here. And of course your standard Volvo cup holder.
Oh, okay. Grab me the soda. Thirsty.
And then down this end, again, your standard Volvo cup holder. Windows on both sides, which we love because we love having emergency exits. They got windows on both sides up here also. Those ones don't crank out like the bottom. They've just got the vents that you can open up and let air in. But we do have one on both sides. Those, we usually don't cover those. We just leave them open. That way it gets some light in here. We put the curtains on the bottom one. That way we can get dark them or close them if we need to. And then these windows are the standard Volvos, where they just crank out. Okay, so we got back up this way, we've got the curtain that divides the center, so you can close that. Like when she's driving, I can close it, have the lights on back there, it don't bother her. Then we also got the wraparound curtains, of course, that close around the whole front of the truck. What do we got up front? Then up front here, over both of the driver and passenger seat, we got the LEDs here. We've got the white light here. Then we've got the dark blue, the light blue, the bright red, and the light red. So that's kind of nice too, having the red lights again. For some reason, Kenworth doesn't think you need the red light, so all they give you is a white light overhead, which is completely stupid when you're driving. And then of course we got the box here, the camera for the forward collision. No, we don't have inward facing cameras. No, we don't have outward facing cameras. Well, we do in a technical sense, because if you get in an accident, it will record it. But other than that, that's the only time that camera comes on. So we do have that. And of course our pre-pass and all that there. The seats are really adjustable on this truck. There's a couple different buttons down here. This one here actually rocks the seat forward and backward, which is really nice. And we've got this one here, which slides the seat pad forward and backward. And then of course the other adjustment for sliding the seat. And then we've got the side button here that tilts the back of the seat. So yeah, the seat's pretty adjustable, isn't it? It's even adjustable for Donna to where she can get in the seat here, and it's pretty comfortable for her. And then they've got this back cycler button, which makes the airbags in the back of the seat kind of blow up and let out and blow up, but I don't care for it. It's not something I use. So one other cool thing about the Volvos, which I'll show you, is these cup holders. There's a button on the bottom. You push the button, lift up, and then you can move the cup holders wherever you want them. So that's kind of cool. You got line them up with the line here. And you can put them wherever you want them. That's kind of handy. Alright, so I think that's about it. About all I got to show you in here. Like I said, a lot like our old Volvo. The main difference is just the dash. It's set up a little differently. But other than that, it's mainly set up the same as our 17 was. Not a whole lot of difference. So that'd be about it. That's the tour of our Volvo.
Got my coffee cup to go, and I'm gonna hit the road tonight.